What the? Not again. Hello YouTube, my name's Al Anderson and this is my channel I'm setting up. It's called Incidents in the Shop. I chose that name because it seems most of my projects end up having little things that happen. Some of them range from, hitting my finger yesterday when I was adjusting my circular saw. I was just adjusting it up and down and I dropped it. I loosened it and the blade dropped and it wasn't running, it just dropped and hit my finger and, bled all over the place there. So I always got little nicks and things, and I always think, another little incident in the shop. Anyway, I'm involved in lots of different things. My background is computer engineering. I'm actually the CIO at a small college, but I've really been involved with making and tinkering and a lot of little stuff that way. So I figured I'd set up a channel. Maybe there'd be some interest in some of the things that I'm doing. I recently just moved my shop out of a little wood building we had into our 2-car garage, and I'm getting that set up, and I actually did a video of a tour for that. I got a Everlast 230 amp MIG welder recently. I did an unboxing video for that I'll put up, and then I'm going to do a review on that. For Christmas I made a couple of knives. That was my first foray into making knives. That they were and I'll put some pictures up. I think I have some. One was for my son, and then the other was the first kind of knife I was just playing around with. I ended up giving that to my mom, and she liked it so much, thought it was so nice, she put it in a display box, like moms do. I made my son a nice, bigger kind of knife. Like I said, I'll put some videos up and talk about those processes, and those were hand filed those suckers out, pretty much, sent them off for heat treat. I made one handle was made out of wood, one was made out of my card I made out of blue jeans, which was a fun process. I'm gonna do a video on that too. Just little things here and there that I've learned to get it out there. Of course, I do know a lot about computers. I play around with little computer projects like Arduinos, those kind of things, the Beagle boards. The background I have is with embedded systems, so I play around with those things a lot. My current kind of rabbit hole I'm going down is CNC machines, and I want to get a Tormach, like a 440, and just play around with that. Maybe make some more knives, make the knife blanks with it, mill those out. I've been learning Fusion 360. I probably can't see it on the screen, but I got it running here. I'm putting some cabinets in our kitchen, and so I designed these with Fusion 360. Did the drawings for it so I can print those out. I got one cabinet carcass built at this point. So I got a bunch of little different projects that I do like this. So I'd probably do videos that are focused on the different projects. So when I'm looking at like tools, that'll probably be one thing. When I look at software specifically like Fusion 3D or design kind of things, because what I find is, it's nice when there's specific videos on XYZ, but sometimes when you have a big project, like another thing that I've been working on is building a knife grinder, a 2-inch by 72-inch belt grinder, and I got plans from for the no weld grinder, and I end up welding it all together. But I find I use a lot of different tools, software and real tools, to actually get a project going, and I think maybe it's helpful for people to see how and what different tools you need to use to get a project moving along and bring it to fruition. And that involves anything from your acquiring materials to designing things to printing it out to whatever. and so you can see these processes. So that's my hope, is when I'm doing projects, is to show the processes. Now I'm starting this kind of midstream on a couple of these projects, so I'll try to use, I won't have video obviously of when I was doing things, but I will have pictures and can recreate some of those things. Project I just recently, just a little one, which was a lot of fun, is I have a palm sander, a little Makita palm sander, and I like using the vacuum hook to it when I sand, because then instead of the goofy little bag, I just have the sander on there and it sucks all the dust away. Well, it doesn't fit because the Makita has a smaller opening that's metric in size, and then the vacuum cleaner is just a shop vac with a bigger typical vacuum hose. So I used Fusion 3D or 360, and I designed a little, in fact right here, a little adapter that goes from the Makita, it fits on the Makita like that, and then the vacuum hose shoves in here, so then when I'm sanding, I'm just over here holding the sander and the vacuum's just sucking it away, so it works great. And so I printed this on a MakerBot that we have where I work at, which was kind of nice. I'm not selling these or anything, but I'll put the design up on like a GrabCAD or something so it's out there and available. I mean, they're really easy to make. If you don't have a MakerBot or a 3D printer, I'm sure you could probably get it done online. I don't know how much that costs. Maybe I'll look at doing that when I'm gonna do a video on that. I mean, designing is like, if 360, it's like probably a minute to actually do that part. But it'd be an interesting video to see that process, and then at the end I can show how, maybe if you do it online, here's how you do it, or if you do it to the MakerBot, what the steps are there. So anyway, that's my channel. Hope it's something you're interested in, and I hope you subscribe. I'll have to figure out where to point for different things. Like some people go, oh, click on the little card up here. So, being left-handed, sometimes you get screwed up and don't know which way you're pointing, but eventually, if I get a few people subscribed, I maybe try to do like Patreon or something if people are interested, and then I get enough material going. Otherwise, stay tuned. I'm going to try to get the Everlast unboxing a video up, and I did a little shop kind of look around too of my terribly messy and unorganized shop, and people can make fun of me and skewer me in the comments and tell me what I'm an idiot for whatever reason, but it's everyone's got an opinion. Everyone's got an opinion, and I find that in so many things. I was just talking to my wife this morning about I don't remember what it was. It was something with the drawers I'm working on, and you can find 100 things if you Google out there for do drawers this way, and then you can find it like, oh, you should do it this way, and then if you get a forum where you get two people that disagree, they're calling each other names eventually, and it's like, in the end, if you're doing it, you're designing it, it's your choice. Screw anybody else. If it works for you, it works. That's the way it is, and you have to look out for the little things, but otherwise, do it. I mean, that's the big thing I try to teach my kids, is just get out there and do it. Don't worry about what other people think. Just do what you want to do. Try to be the best person you can be. But when it comes to like being a maker, you gotta just try it and do it. Otherwise, why bother? Everyone has an opinion on how to do something right, but there probably isn't a right way. Anyway, I probably get on too many soapboxes. Anyway, please subscribe, and hopefully I'm going to move this forward and put out some good stuff. Thanks.